Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, mercy and the blessing of Allah be with you. This is Muhammad Ruhul Amin, but you can call me Amin sir. I am an English teacher. I have completed honors and masters from Dhaka College, Dhaka. I also got a plus in ICT and did B.Ed. Dear students, hope all of you are very well and hearty. I am also well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am here to teach you English. Actually, English is not a subject but a language. So I follow a special technique in teaching English. I do teach English according to my lecture plan and consistently. So, if you follow my lecture consistently, that time you will able to learn English very easily. So, let's start. Dear student, what do you see in the picture? There are some people, but their position is not same. At first, we see an apple between two boxes, next in front of a book, next behind book. Thus it changing its places and takes different word. What kind of word there? I think all of you know about this word. This word is called preposition. So our today's topic is preposition. Actually, I teach preposition following 5 stages. Their position, Bangla Vibhakti, meaning, phrase and appropriate. In speaking and writing correct English, the position of preposition is very much important. Okay. You can learn more and more about preposition. It has a huge scope. Especially phrase and appropriate preposition has many scope to learn because you have to memorize this. But in our practical English, it is not so much necessary. But which is most necessary? That is position, Bangla Vibhakti and meaning. Today I will discuss about the position of preposition. So what will be the learning outcome today? Today we will be able to define preposition, use preposition, fill in the gaps with preposition, and most importantly practice writing and speaking skill. That may be our learning outcome today. Now, the definition of preposition. If we segregate or divided the word preposition, that time we find two words. They are pre and position. Pre means before, position means place. Now, question is that where it takes place, where it is stay. The preposition always place before noun. Next definition, I force on the noun that is directly in front of noun. As it is noun, so it will also place noun-like word. For example, noun, pronoun or noun phrase. Okay. Now we will discuss about the position when its position is changing and its the preposition also change according to position. So here I take this big circle as a standard. I will discuss the position taking it standard. But Attention, if something is staying or if something stay up something maintaining some gap, that time we will use above. Clear? For example, there is a painting above sofa. Most importantly, we will use above that time when it will not move. It will still. Clear? When something stay on or up something and it is maintaining some gap and it is still, that time we use above. Okay. When something will go over something with speed and it will not stay there, that time we will use over. For example, the plane flew over the building. And if something stay on something without with touching, by touching, that time we will use one. For example, there is a book on the desk. If you think about book and desk, that time you must be able to imagine that they are staying by touching. So we will use one. Next, if something stay under something by touching, okay, that time we will use under. For example, the saucer is under the cup. Saucer and cup stay by touching, so we will use under. Actually, touching, in case of under, touching is not mandatory. If there is something, there is gap between the things, that time we will also use under. For example, there is a shoe under the table. Here is the gap. Okay. In case of going under something by maintaining gap, and if it has some speed, that time we also use under. If it has speed, for example, the boat passed under the bridge. That is the movement. Okay. Next, I set some examples here. You know, if you don't practice, if you don't strong your brain, that time you will not be able to learn perfectly. And if you practice by yourself, that time it will long lasting. Your learning will be longer. Okay. So here, first example, just imagine in your exam, there will you will get some gap. So here I have set some gaps here. First, the fan hangs near the table. If you think about table and fan, you must find some gap between them, and they are still. Okay, they are not moving. They have no speed. Okay, so we will use here above. The cat jumped dash the chair. As the cat jumped, so it must go over the chair, and it had speed, so we will use over. There is a book dash the desk. Of course, book and desk are staying. Book and desk stay by touching, so we will use one. The book dash my glass. Glass means so here glasses must be the book is here under, and they are staying by touching, so we will use under. Next, I see the sky above me. They climbed dash the fence over. The cat sleeping on the bed. The carpet dash, of course, under. The carpet under my feet is soft. Okay. In your home, you should you should practice sentences like this. Okay, next, if there is sometimes we get confused about under, below and beneath. Sometimes someone questions under or below, what will be the correct? Actually they are synonymous and we use both. So I wanted to make it clear here. So I have set some examples. Just follow it. It is 18 degrees below zero. If we use something comparatively less, that time we should use below. We said under the tree. Most common is we most often we use under, but you could use also below, but it's less common. You can also use underneath, beneath. Every sentence is correct, okay? But which is most formal? Under. Okay. I think you have got the idea. You can use both under and below. It is no problem, but which is most used, you should remember it. Next, if we want to direct something about up direction or just up direction, that time above or up, that time we want to just direct, that time we will use up. For example, we were climbing up the mountain. We are not going down, we are going up. Up means the direction of upper something. Okay. Lift up your hands up. Climb up the stairs. Next, here is an arrow which is directing down. Okay. When we direct something about down, that time we use down. For example, he is walking down the river and climbing down the hill, go down the stairs. Here we direct, here our direction, our motion is down. Okay. I think if you just if you notice this both arrow, you will be clear about up and down. Up and down directs the motion or our speed. Okay. Next, if something's position is fixed and it is in particular place, that time we will use at. When I work at a bank, there is a big circle, but the asterisk is in a fixed position. The particular position, if something is in a particular position, that time we will use at. I work at a bank, he is at the door, he is at home, he is at the door, he is not in another place of the house. There are window, kitchen, room, bathroom, various places, but he is at the door in particular place. So we will use at here. If something is in something, that time we will use in, and it mustn't be specific. Where is it is? For example, your pen is in the desk. Pen is in the desk, but I don't know where it is. At left corner, right corner, or middle position. It is not indicated. It has not indicated. So we will use in here. He lives in Makkah. Makkah is a big place. Where he lives, I don't know. But he lives in Makkah. It's clear to us. So we will use here in. Not in exact place, but in Makkah. Okay. But it has also another rules that in case of big place we will use in, and in case of small place we will use at. But there is another rules, but my at present my my discussing topic is the position. Okay, so I am discussing about this. When something goes within something from one side to another, that time we use through. Here we notice an arrow is moving. This comes from this side to that side. Okay. For example, they came through a forest. We came through a gate. One thing you should remember that when will you use through, it must have a structure. Let's think about this example. We came through a gate. When we go through a gate, that time we are in a structure. Okay. If we find any structure or within something, that time we will use, and we will go through one side to one side and out of another side, that time we will use through. Next, if we go through using ground and there is no structure and it may be crosswise, that time we will use across. Okay. For example, I walked across the road. It means I just crossed the road from one side to another, but there is no structure. My front face, my back side, left side, right side, that's empty, but I'm going through a ground. Okay, there is no structure, so I used here across. Okay, but if you go horizontally, if you go vertically from one side, that time you should use along. For example, I walked along the beach. Here I'm walking along the beach from one side, but my direction is vertically. Okay, that time we will use along. Okay, thanks. All of you know you must do practice more and more. Without practicing, you will not able to learn, or your learning will not longer. Okay, if you want to make it longer, your learning, that time you have to practice. So I have given some homework to you, that is definition of preposition, list of preposition, use of preposition, and I direct you to make 10 sentences or more sentences using the following prepositions. I've already discussed about this preposition. So use this preposition and make sentence, and that will make you more clear, and you will able to speak and write English in correctly. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. Keep me in your prayer. One more thing. If you have my lecture plan, exercise sheet, and especially lecture sheet, you must follow it. If you follow that, you will be more benefited. Thank you very much.